Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Cardinal is behind the camera, so do not forget it. This is Nolan Hockey Podcast. If this is your first video, hello. Nice to see you. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, do that right now. Do that. Do that. Yeah. Do and exactly how I feel with this game.
And then come back and watch the rest of the
video. Also, thank you, by the way, I was featured on Peg City Hockey, who is another Jets channel, live stream between the second and third period. That was great. It was great to be on there. It was great to talk about, quite frankly, I wish we talked about a better game, but it was great to talk just
Good
hockey.
Conversation.
Yes, it was great. And I definitely look forward to doing that in the future. So let's talk about this game. Vancouver Canucks beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-0. 4-0. No goals. No celebrations. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's get into this game. So DemK0’d is in net for the Vancouver Canucks. Honestly, I think they could have put anyone in net, and we still wouldn't have scored. Hellebuck is back in net. That's fine. Honestly...
So you don't think that he's the biggest part of them getting the shutout?
Who? DemK0’d?
DemK0’d, because you said they could have put anyone there.
How? How can he be?
I'm not arguing against that.
I know. I just have a very aggressive feeling right now because we got we got shut out for the first time in the season.
Well, yeah.
The problem, there's so much wrong to go with this game, but I'm gonna harp on something that I've said in the past few videos. If you guys have checked out, if you haven't, go check them out. And at least if you don't want to watch the whole video, just go for the reactions because they're fun too. And most of those wins was on a 4-game winning streak, so I'd be a lot more fun during then. But anyway, not the point. The problem with this game is that this game, we fell into the same pitfalls that we have done in the past few games, but we just didn't find a way out to solve it. And let me give you an example. We fell behind again, just like we did against the Montreal Canadiens 2 games ago, and the Vancouver Canucks before that. This time we did not come back. We gave up the same type of goal 3 times, just like we did against the Montreal Canadiens 2 games ago. Granted, that was based on moving the puck and just the fluidity of the play that screwed us over. This time, it was the same point shot 3 separate times. And an empty netter, which is just a cherry on top of a shit cake. But anyway... it's just a lot of... This game was bound to happen sooner or later. The Jets were playing with way too much luck to not have this game hit them in the face.
And also, an issue that we've been running into, that we've been able to... We've had this habit of digging ourselves into a hole.
Exactly what I said, yeah.
And then climbing our way out of. But now we weren't able to climb our way out.
Yeah, we left the freaking ladder.
We got to stop digging ourselves into this hole. So yeah, like you said, it was going to happen sooner or later. So
yes, also
I hope they learned from this. That's the main thing.
Yeah, because we play the Canucks tomorrow, and that is a game you really want to win to get back in the win column, because there's only so few times that you play against these teams.
Especially since we got lucky that Calgary lost today.
Yeah.
So
Calgary, it's not even Calgary I'm worried about. I just want to be now stable in the playoff. Now that the Jets have been able to form an identity that we are a playoff team, not just we are struggling to say we're a playoff team. The fact that we can say that we are a playoff team pretty confidently in a North Division, maybe it's because the North Division is a little weaker than other division, or maybe it's just because the identity of the North Division favors the Jets, because a lot of goals get scored in the North Division, and Winnipeg scores a lot of goals. Not the point. The point is that...
Not tonight, sadly.
Yes, but anyway, the thing is, though, is another thing that we had a lot of problems is, and honestly, I talked about this when I was on Peg City Stream, giveaways. And I'm not talking giveaways to the other team. I'm talking about giving away chances that we have to score. 2-on-1s are becoming a bad dream for the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets take too many passes on 2-on-1s and they make bad judgment calls on those passes. And we will get into that game, but let's get right into it. So, messed up on a 2-on-1 early in the game with a pass. Yup. So Appleton blocks for the first 10 minutes or so, nothing bad. Mostly, I think. I think actually near the end of it, that's where they start scoring. But for the first 8 minutes or so, fine. Then, Naismith blasts one from the point. It hits Appleton. The puck goes right back to Naismith. And, reaction here. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on! Oh, you see that, just rocket up. Don't know who got a stick on that. Bad luck. Because Appleton gets absolutely destroyed by the first shot, and the puck goes right back to him.
And he went for it after, right?
I know. Well, he was, trying to, it's like in that action movie where he just can't get back. He's like, no. Look, he's like, no. Oh, jeez. Does that hit Cop? Whose stick does that hit? Oh, no. It hit Cop's there. Naismith will bury it off of Cop's stick that is just Singer, just not in any way. It's just there just to block passing there or something like that. It's just how normal defense is. Hellebuyck had zero chance because he was dealing with a screen and a deflection. That is a bad combination. Yeah, it's like pineapples on pizza. It just doesn't mix well for us. Absolutely offense meant for people that that put pineapples on pizza. You animals. Anyway, if you're upset about that, guess what? You don't have a lot of time to really let that digest because 19 seconds later, JT Miller, deflection. I didn't even get to edit it!
It's 3-0?
No, wait, what? No, it's not!
Why'd they put a 3 there?
That's a great question! What the heck? I looked down. Oh my god, it's the same play!
It just bounced off.
Oh my god. The exact same play. The only difference is that it's a Canuck deflecting it. Naismith takes the shot. There's an opening somehow. I do not know how. I think, honestly, the only thing I can rationalize is that we didn't set up our defensive play in our own zone quick enough based on to block all the lanes. That is the only logic I can think of other than how did this play happen and how is it that the deflection that comes from around the ringette line make it all the way there unscathed? Again, Hellebuyck had zero chance of stopping this puck, which is going to become a theme if you're watching. So, Neil Pionk takes a slashing penalty not long after that. Yep. And am I saying that this is a solid penalty, a real penalty to call? No, but is it a penalty that has been consistently called? Yes. I don't like it, but guess what? It's a penalty we have to live with because that is the standard that has been established. You can't just because it's kind of like what I said the other day. The refs can be consistently average, and that is already better than being inconsistently good. Because then you're just going so hot and cold, and it's frustrating.
There's a set standard where you should know what the rules are. You should know where the lines are. You know what to expect.
And fair play, that penalty got called for the Canucks later in the game. But anyway, Vancouver on the power play. Tyler Myers says, you know what's nice? Taking shots. I'm going to try that. And, of course, honestly, it feels like he's becoming a jet killer right now. Hugh Lander will tip in the shot on the power play to put the Canucks up 3-0 reaction.
And he's like... Another one!
Guess how? It's the same freaking way.
The same way?
Good lord. God. When Don Cherry is the highlight of your conversation so far, you know the game's going bad. Jesus. And then it's just... afterwards it's just it's just frustrating because... Again, I think now, honestly, I'm having this thought just now, but it feels like the Canucks figured out how to score and a system that works, and the Jets just felt delayed in adapting to that. And that is a problem. Because if you cannot adapt to the way that the team is changing up their offense on you, you are not going to win hockey games, especially in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, A lot of things and a lot of setups are on the fly, and you need to adjust or you will be eliminated. That, no ifs, ands about it. So
and I think, and one thing I want to say about that is, if you look into specifically like Dallas's playoff run last year, they're a team that no one expected.
Adapting. Complete adapting.
No, exactly. No one expected them to go to the finals, but all they did was they just adapted better than,
Yeah. So
their opponents.
This second period now, we're moving on to the second period now. Actually, no, I will say this. The thing is that here's the thing. You'll notice I haven't talked a lot about us being in the offensive zone because us in the offensive zone was pretty much just a story of either lack of doing anything or just throwing chances away. And when I say lack of doing anything, here's the thing. And I said this actually on the stream as well, if you guys happen to be checking out Peg City's stream, which I recommend doing because those streams are great, is the fact that a lot of the times we were getting shots from our point. The problem is where we were standing at the point. If this is the blue line, complete blue line, Vancouver's got their guys set up right in the middle of the blue line. It's right here. Where is our guy set up when we're shooting the blue line? Nathan Beaulieu's house, which I'm just going to call it because he sits there every minute of the game, and Josh Morrissey, who, for the love of God, looked like he was trying to get a lifeline and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, trying like, if I move over here, will it get Nathan out of the house? Nope. Nathan's not coming out of his house. It was getting annoying. Why do you play Beaulieu, who is, why do you play a playmaking defenseman like Morrissey with a puck-giving away defenseman like Nathan Beaulieu? It doesn't add up at all because what's going to happen is Morrissey's going to want to create a play by passing it to Beaulieu, and Beaulieu is going to yeet that puck out in the corner. Like, why? Put him with someone more competent at getting the puck on net, like Logan Stanley. You know what? I've been supporting the Jets on this, but I'm beginning to crack on this. Beaulieu should not play top line. He shouldn't even play any line. He should ride the pine pony. Off the ice, put Stanley in. Oh, you're going to have to protect him from Seattle? Who fucking cares? Protect him then. This whole game is, and this is the thing, because it highlights the problems that our defensemen had in the offensive zone and our forwards had in the offensive zone. Passing it away on chances and not being able to establish any type of middle of the ice, presence in getting shots on net. And it killed us. The second period is a lot of just that. But the only thing I can say about the second period was it amplifies how much the problems were with our forwards in the offensive zone to an absurd degree, where there's a play late in the period I do not understand. First, we'll just go through it. Godhead takes a slashing penalty. Nobody cares because PLD gets kind of a chance on power play. Doesn't matter. Hellebuck makes a great save on Brock Besser. Hot. Great job. It was, you know why he made that save? Because you got to see the fucking puck. It's a lot easier to stop the shot when you can see it coming. Simple. There's a mistrip by Paul Stastny or against Paul Stastny. Not like it would have mattered. Stop passing under rushes. It isn't working. PLD started centering the second line. Great. Top shit. Then a boneheaded decision by Blake Wheeler. Yes, Blake Wheeler, you're a playmaker. Can you make a play into the fucking net, please? Reaction here. Why? Why?
You could have just shot it. It would have been.
Why? What the hell? What the hell?
Just why? Well, dude, shut this door.
This play just amplifies the stupidity of the times that we pass the puck away. Oh no! What an imposing, goaltending positioning. Being almost on his stomach going like this. How will I ever score? There's the top of the net! Come on! You shouldn't be getting shut out. Just flat out. And yes, I know, shutouts happen. It happens. But the amount that this game fucking teased you about getting shut out is just a fucking joke. It was almost laughable. Ehlers makes this between the legs pass to the boards because it just bounces over Appleton's stick. Great job. 10 points for style. Minus 3,000 for not hitting the fucking stick. I'm losing my voice again from this game because it's frustrating.
And this is what happens when we film right after.
Yes, this is why we wait a little bit. But anyway, it's 3-0 after the second period because nothing happened for all I care. Missed chance on the rush again. Beaulieu decides, you know what? I don't even give a crap about the puck, which is something we all knew, but now he's finally fucking admitting it. And just decides to murder someone on the boards and get an interference penalty. You know what's funny? It led to the best offensive zone coverage we've had the entire game. Shorthanded. There was a moment when we were shorthanded. We had 3 guys in the zone. And they weren't throwing the puck away. And they were just kind of just passing it off into the net, almost to the goalie. But you know what? That counted as a shot. So go fuck yourself.
You know why? Because Beaulieu was not on the ice.
Beaulieu, yeah. We kicked him out of his house and made him go live in a trailer. At some point, yeah. And then after he's out of the box, we put him on the ice again for offensive zone time. Here's a quick little tidbit. If you need goals, put Morrissey and Pionk out on the ice.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a second line, here's what you do. Forbert, Niku. All of those players pretty much have the potential to get more points or have more points than Nathan Beaulieu.
Would you put Stanley in either of those two guys?
He wasn't playing today, so I won't even do that.
You're talking
but I'm
about
literally looking at
tonight.
Forbert actually has more than 5 points. So why the fuck is he sitting when Beaulieu's on the ice? I'm not saying Forbert's the best, but at least he's better at creating some offensive zone presence than Nathan Beaulieu ever has. We pull our goalie, because of course we do. I predicted this literally on Peg City's stream. I literally said, you know what, here's what I see. I see us maybe getting one, but if we have another chance where it looks like we're close to scoring but don't, we're getting shut out. And I still think they're going to score an empty netter because Paul will pull the goalie for anything. Paul pulled the goalie at 5 minutes left, I think.
Actually,
in a 3-0 game.
I think it was 6.
Yeah, I think it was 5:20, I thought. But maybe I'm wrong, but still, not the point.
Doesn't make a damn difference.
Elias Pettersson decides, actually, not even just that yet.
Wait.
We actually have a chance.
Yeah,
Kyle Connor gets a chance to score after Wheeler has a chance to score, but that wasn't even warranting a reaction. Kyle Connor has a chance to score and decides, nah, he can have this shutout. Reaction here! Good lord. Oh, we have an empty net already. What did I say? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking serious?
I don't know if this is going to go
How
well.
the actual hell did we miss that?
Really? That's not outside?
No, it didn't go out.
Damn.
And you'll notice my reactions aren't even mad at this point. It's utter amusement. Actually, my friend Alan was on the stream. Not on the stream. Was watching. That's who I was watching the game with. And being with friends makes it a lot easier to laugh at your team's patheticness. So I was kind of at that stage. I realized we were going to lose in the second period. And past that, I was just like, oh, okay. This sucks, but oh, well. But now I'm frustrated thinking about how the ramifications of this happen. Speaking of, since we don't score on that, because of course we don't, this is why I was mad at Kyle Connor. When I said he only scored open net goals, I didn't want him to challenge me and not score on the open net. You somehow accepted the challenge and accepted it the wrong way. That leads to Elias Pettersson getting the easiest goal of his fucking career, going, yeah, that's a nice empty net. Guess what? Connor Hellebuck didn't have a chance on that one either because he wasn't in the net. Reaction here.
Why we pulled the goalie? What did we expect to have happen?
And yeah, there's nothing left to say. There was 2.5 minutes after this, but who fucking cares? We did nothing. Honestly, I could have just said that for like at least 59% of this video. I could have just said nothing. Guess what? Still nothing. Oh, tip in goal? Nothing. But that's boring, isn't it? So let's just talk about what happened. But, I don't even know. Overall, we got to do a top 3. How the fuck am I going to pick a top 3? I didn't like anyone.
You want to do a bottom 3 today.
No, we're doing a top 3. You know why? Because I'll be a masochist. I'm picking a top 3. You know who's going to get top 3? Okay, so.
No honorable mentions?
Be happy I have 3 in general.
I know.
I should have given the post one of them. Like, fuck. Number 3 will be... No, he wasn't playing. Shut up.
I know. That's the point.
I know. Number 3 will be... I'll throw Apple to the bone. A lot of times he got passes given to him that just weren't good. And he actually blocked the hell out of that first shot by Nate Schmidt. So, here's your bone. Go fucking fetch. Number 2, I always hate that I pick number 3 and then I realize I need to find someone who somehow did better, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know number 1. It's easy. Number 2, I would say is... Oh, freaking Christ.
How did Ehlers play today?
No, I don't even like that. I don't even like Ehlers today.
Oh, that's a first.
No, Fuckwit decides, guess what? NHL 06, right here! He missed the pass. Like, there's a reason you don't see that getting brought up in passing plays unless you're playing NHL 21, because no one fucking does it.
It's one of those, like, 3 try-hards.
Also, that was a 2-on-1. We didn't need to pass that. I would say number 2 is... Oh, God.
What do you think of Andrew Kopp's game?
No, he got unlucky. Actually, the first goal deflects off Kopp's stick. Like, I said that already. I'm done.
What do you think about Lowry?
I didn't see him, which means I guess I can't hate him because I didn't see him.
What do you think about Perot?
Oh, God. I didn't see him either.
Pionk?
I either didn't see them or I just hated them. I guess I'll say Morrissey as number 2. Not because he played good, but because he was pretty much shafted by his defensive partner, and he was just trying to move around, but he could never get to the front of the ice because he was a fucking, he's living in his fucking house. Like, ugh. It's like that goddamn thing, like the Seuss thing, where it's like the Lorax, where they go out of the city and the city's fucked. And then they get there, and the once they're sitting, that's Beaulieu. He's sitting in his house. He's like, so you want to know about goals, see? And it's like, not about trees. He's like, you want to learn about... You want to learn about goals? You want to learn about why they're all gone? Like, fucking absolute...
Beaulieu is finding a way to quarantine on the ice, not just off.
Literally. Number 1 is Hellebuck. Because what the hell can you say was wrong with his game? Oh, no, you let in 3 goals you couldn't see or have a chance at stopping? You fucking terrible goalie? No! He did fine.
He's the reason we didn't lose by more.
Yeah, honestly. But it's funny because the Canucks didn't even have this overwhelming offensive presence. They just had the same game plan 3 times. Fucking adapt! This was a low... this is low in terms of shots.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again.
Fool me once. Shame on you. You fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Apparently we can't, and again. But anyway, yeah, no. That's pretty much the end of this video, honestly. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like as well. Comment down below about the game, about this video, about anything, and we'll be sure to answer that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at No One Hockey Podcast.